Check, 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 check. Check. Who's here early? Anyone? Anyone? Hello, hello, hello. Checking, 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 checking. Check, 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 check. Can you hear that? How does that sound? Not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. Alright, we'll start in just a second. Alright. I have to turn the AC on. Kind of quiet, but you're also gaming? Yeah, that's probably why. Yeah, all my settings are up. What are you playing? Then it's like so loud. Okay, that sounds pretty good. Take a swig of agua. Agua. Is that an old meme now? Agua. It comes with agua. Beyond Galaxyland? All the way down and still loud. No kidding. Probably just haven't properly sound staged it. That happens sometimes. Some games just don't, they just don't, they just don't know. Could probably raise it a tad. Just a bit. Alright. Should we get to go? Hey dreamers. How are you? Oh my gosh. That was an alert right away. Yo, Frank A. 307, thanks for the tier 1 over on Twitch? For 32 months. Holy shit. By the way, we are streaming on Twitch and YouTube, so that's cool. Feel free to hop on over to whichever platform you enjoy. But yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I appreciate you. I always gotta remember to, I kind of started a long time ago to make more of an effort to say I appreciate you instead of just saying, oh yeah, appreciate it. Like say it fully instead of abbreviating appreciate. I don't know if that's just like a Chicago thing or like a Midwestern thing, like abbreviating appreciate by just saying appreciate. Does that make sense? It doesn't even sound like a real word anymore. But hi, welcome back to another lovely live ASMR session. I've been absolutely, completely just down with the flu the past couple days. I don't know what hit me or why, but I had I don't even know what to call it, like a man flu. It's just a regular flu. Like every single one of my muscles was just throbbing. My neck was stiff. I had a terrible headache. It was just the worst. And the only thing that fixed it was just rest and a little bit of soup, some Advil, some muscle relaxer, and I'm okay now. Hopefully another night's sleep should do the trick to kind of get me back to 100%. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so I've kind of been I've been out of it the past couple of days. But hopefully I should be able to record some videos tomorrow, get some new stuff out for you this week. Very excited. Probably going to do a dedicated like a exclusive video for Patreon. I'd like to do one of those, maybe like an ear-looking video. I know some people have been really craving for that, so keep an eye out. But I think today we're going to kind of just focus on some smooching sounds. I know that's something that you guys have been really missing, and what better than to give you a couple hours while we're live streaming here and kind of focus on that. I mean, obviously we'll make some other sounds too, but I love these kind of scratchy sort of sounds. Just tickles in a spot that just never can really get to, you know what I mean? Yo, Frank, thanks for becoming a producer cup. Holy shit. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks for the support. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Oh, actually, there's another, at least for the public video this week, I have a fun idea. I guess I don't really want to spoil it. It's kind of like a fun, quirky video that I think you guys will enjoy. But I got a prop that's coming in tomorrow, so hopefully I should be able to record that. And if you like tapping, there's going to be plenty of that with it, so it'll be nice. It'll be very good. Sending Theraflu vibes your way. Thank you, honey. I can use all the positive vibes right now. All the healing green energy that you can send my way, I wish, healing people in real life was similar to how it happens in video games, where it's like you're just flush with like green, plus sign smacking you in the face, and then you feel better, or drink a red potion and you're good to go. Or I guess maybe like what would a Phoenix Down be? I guess you only really use that if you die, right? It's the golden juice that rejuvenates. Rejuvenation. We need to relearn magic so we can cast rejuvenate spells, Rejuvenation. Yes. Hi to everybody that's watching over on YouTube and Twitch. Welcome. Hopefully you guys had a really good weekend and start to the week so far. It is Tuesday after all. Or I guess Wednesday morning for some of you. A phoenix feather that you touch. Ooh. Gotcha. Is there historical precedence for the phoenix? Is it like a real animal? Or just a mythological creature? One of the handful of mythological creatures that could have existed, you know? They're not like too out of the ordinary. Well, I guess, I don't know, maybe a firebird's probably a little out there. But, you know, maybe it's like a mistranslation where it's like a bird that was just fiery red, you know? Just had the brightest red feathers, and it is if it was on fire, you know, like just a mistranslation there, right? Burst into flames at the end of its life and be reborn from the ashes. Interesting. Perhaps, again, you know, like maybe you know, whatever the creature was just happened to get hit by like a meteorite or something. I don't know. Who knows, man? There's a lot of history that has been lost to time, you know. So who knows? Have you been feeling much better? Yeah. Like I said, the past couple of days have just been kind of rough for me. But generally, yeah, I feel pretty good right now. Pretty good. Went to the gym earlier, did some shoulders, did some cardio too. So feeling okay. Had to get the blood pumping after a couple of days of just resting. You know, got to shake off the cobwebs and, you know, get the energy going. It's always good. You know, at least some sort of like exercise is really good to kind of help you heal. You know, whatever you can manage. If anything, just a placebo effect of, you know, the appearance of feeling better. But yeah, it's interesting, some of the science behind like placebo stuff, where like you really can just trick yourself into either feeling better or feeling worse. You know, like a lot of it really does stem from just somewhere deep inside there. It really does. It's kind of crazy. Hey, what's up, Birdo? Hello. Welcome. Get settled in and relaxed. Get tucked in. Get ready for some sleep. Sleep. Speaking of brains, allow me to tickle your brain. Tickling your brain. Wish somebody would scratch my head like that. It's like the best feeling in the world. It's just an actual, just deep head massage. But it's never the same it's just never the same when you do it to yourself, right? Like it's always better, infinitely better, when someone else is doing it to you. You know, personal attention goes a long way, for sure. Little personal attention goes a very, very long way. How's that for kissing sounds? You miss those? The most tickly kisses in your ears. I am really excited to record this next video for like tomorrow, I think. Tomorrow or Thursday, we'll see. Is tomorrow Wednesday? I don't even know. I think so. Should be a decent week. I have a tattoo appointment or client coming in on Sunday, and usually we're closed Sundays, but this client, and he always brings in a few people to like come get some tattoos. So sometimes we make exceptions and come in on like a day that we're normally closed. Cause like I get it, a lot of people like work during the week and they can't really come get a tattoo. So usually weekends are a little bit better. Hey, what's up, Roman Reigns fan? Are you a fan of WWE? That's where Roman Reigns is at, right? WWE? I don't know. I haven't really kept up with wrestling. There's like NXT and WWE and New Japan and I don't know, like 50 other publications. I don't know. Or productions. Who knows? Actually, there was when I was at Full Sail, there was one wrestling production there. I forget what it was. Was it NXT? But I do regret never going to one of the shows. Like it would have been cool to actually catch one while they were like filming there. Because my college had like a full blown like studio where they would film episodes of that, and it would have been really cool to kind of go. I think students maybe got a discount. Who knows? Just to fill the crowd. Hello, welcome. Hi, Lotus. Welcome. Come get some sleep. Come get some rest and relaxation for a while. Tell me about your week. Have you guys done anything interesting? Do anything fun over the weekend? Perhaps. Y'all have just the most terrible Mondays ever. Is that a painting on the shelf? Oh, over here? Yeah, that's a painting a buddy of mine did a long time ago. It's one of those like spray paint arts. I used to do those back in the day too. But yeah, that's a buddy of mine did one of those, and I've kept it for. When did he do that? 2013? Somewhere around there? Yeah. So I think, yeah, somewhere around 2013, I think. Yeah, so a long time. Very long time. But yeah, he was a really good friend, so it's sentimental. But yeah, it's just a stormtrooper. Some cool effects on it. Your ducks laid their first eggs today, so that was cool. Ooh, you have ducks. What kind of ducks? Are there different kinds of ducks? Are ducks just universal? I don't know. I never really thought about ducks. I know swans have like so many different kinds. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I've never really thought about ducks in particular. Hello. Welcome. How was my day? My day was good. Like I said, I've been kind of sick, so I've just been recovering. I got some work done today as far as like my virtual reality stuff that I work on. I played some games. I went to the gym. Made some chicken and tomato bisque soup, which was delicious. I guess I didn't really make the soup. It was like that prepackaged tomato bisque from Panera Bread that you can get at the store. Hi, Jeannie. Hello. Welcome. Good evening. Settle in. Get cozy. Get comfy. And listen in. Prepare for rest. We're just yapping a little bit before I do some more kissing sounds. Some more smooches. Smooching. Smooch. Hi, Genoa. Hello. What's up, Papa Ty? Welcome. Come on in, get some rest. You're tired but can't sleep? Oh no, that's the worst. Is it that your body's tired but your mind is awake? Or the opposite, your mind is tired but your body's awake? Both equally suck. Both are not fun at all. Thanks, Hannah. I appreciate that. I don't even really try, you know. I don't like force myself to, I don't know, sound, relaxing. I just talk. Actually, I've always found it interesting that, like, some people don't know how to whisper, I guess. I guess maybe it's similar to people who can't, like, whistle. But there's people out there that, like, don't know how to, like talk in a, like, soft or, like, low tone, if that makes sense. Because I've seen it. Like, I've seen people, like, try to, like, imitate, or, make fun of, like, ASMR or whatever, and they'll like talk like this, but they're, like, forcing it out in a weird way that's, like, not relaxing. And it's like, do you not know how to just like talk like this? Like, very relaxed. I'm not forcing anything. Sound just comes out this way, and there's no, like, restriction in my vocals. It just happens to be that way. But yeah, I guess it's very much just like, some people just don't know how to whistle at all, and I'm like, how? You just you just do it. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? But I guess, to be fair, like, I can't do the whistle that you use your fingers with. Like, I don't even know. It has, like, something to do with the tongue, and, like, I don't even I don't even understand the mechanics of that. But people just do it without even trying. They're just like, and I'm like, how? How do you do that? Your brother can't roll his R's to save his life. That's funny. Is your brother Hispanic as well? Because that would be even funnier. But yeah, like, I'm Puerto Rican and Colombian, so like rolling my R's is very natural. Carro, arroz, ricola. Sounds like a purring cat. You're half native, half white, so he's the only sibling who can't. Ah, that's funny. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out tonight. I wasn't sure if I was going to stream tonight or just, take one final night to just sleep and recover from the flu. But I figured, hey, why not come on for a little bit and say hello, smooch you for a little bit. And then tomorrow I can kind of focus on making some videos, do a little recording session. Hope you feel better. Thank you. Yeah, I'm feeling, I'm still, like, I'm like 90%, like, my neck is still kind of stiff. Like, it's so weird. Like, so I don't know if any of you were here when I mentioned the last live stream. I would like to be a bartender. So I've been checking out some of the local places that are hiring. And so I had a couple of drinks, and I don't know. I guess I don't know if it's because of the beer that I drink. I don't know. I'm not really a beer drinker. Like it's too. It just doesn't sit well with me. Um, and like it all kind of tastes the same to me, at least. Like I would much rather spend my caloric budget on like vodka or tequila instead of beer. So yeah, I went to this brewery and I tried one of their beers, and just to try it, like why not? Fuck it. But yeah, and then obviously had a few drinks as well. But yeah, after that, I woke up the next day just feeling terrible, just absolutely terrible. But like normally I don't feel that way like when I drink. So I don't know, maybe it was just mixing the beer and vodka. ASMR bartender would be nice. I That would be so cool to do. But yeah, I want to get like real life experience doing that. And what's cool is that like where I live, you don't really need a license per se to bartend, or like a specific certification. So like you could just learn on the job. You can just do it, right? Or I think maybe some states probably require some sort of like certification or something. I think that's how that works. But yeah, regardless, I still have to do some of my own research and learn outside of the job, right? Because like obviously places that are hiring for that are probably looking for people who are already experienced doing that. Or I'm like, hey, I just want to get my foot in the door. And, I can learn on the job, right? And then just again, obviously, with Google and YouTube, there's tons of resources available to like learn how to make cocktails, right? Like there's plenty of information out there that you can just kind of learn as you go. But we'll see. We'll see. I just think that it would be a good like way to like make some extra cash on the side, and also kind of lines up with like my personality and my like, I don't know. I feel like tattooing is like such a like a service job. Like you interact with your client, you kind of tailor your the experience to your client, right? And it's kind of similar, to like bartending, where like your client comes to you for a specific thing that you can craft for them, and while you're crafting the thing, you're interacting with them, and it's just kind of all similar. So yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool. Hey, Gab Meyer, thanks for the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome. Just a reminder, we are streaming on Twitch and YouTube, so feel free to watch wherever you want. Yeah, we just yapping. I feel like your small talk game is pro. I'm pretty cool. But yeah, no, I mean, I've been tattooing for 7 years, and I've got plenty of experience literally just talking about anything, anything with anyone. Sometimes my clients come to me for advice, or, while they're getting tattoos, they're just talking about their lives and stuff. Other clients don't say a word, they're just chill. So, yeah, I think it would translate pretty easily. But yeah, I just have to do some of the legwork and pre-learning some of the like obvious bartender stuff, pouring drinks, the certain equipment they use, learning all the kind of basic cocktails that most people get, and then having that as experience will obviously help. So who knows, we'll see. But yeah, so that's why I was feeling terrible. I think I don't know, I could have ate something bad too, who knows. But this bar that I did check out this weekend makes fucking phenomenal food. Oh my gosh. Like, something as simple as a, a chicken quesadilla, very, very simple. But the way the sauces that they chose, or however they cooked the chicken and dressed it up, phenomenal. So fucking good. So good. And then I had I had that the first time that I went to that specific place, and then this past weekend I had I went to the same place, but they had or I tried something different on the menu. It was a pimento cheese chicken sandwich, and again, something as simple as like a chicken sandwich. Yeah, how can you mess that up? But just the way that they grilled the chicken and topped it off, just fire. So fire. And then now we're talking about food again. Lovely. Every time, every stream. Without fail. But yeah, anyway, I am feeling better. You learn a somewhat limited menu and bar and cocktail basics. Yeah, that's what I figured. So like my angle as far as like, an interview or whatever is like, yeah, sure, you can hire a person that already has experience, but like my advantage is that I'm new. So you can show me exactly how you want things done. And I'm not crusty. Like, I'm eager to learn. Like, teach me. I will absorb all the things, right? Versus somebody who's already been doing it for 10 plus years. It's like, they're just crusty, Because the same thing happens as a tattooer, or like, as a tattoo artist, like I'm still, I've been doing it for 7 years, but that's still like low, like young enough to where like I'm still eager to do more like cool stuff, and like bring me all the work. I don't care. Where like maybe 20 years into being a tattoo artist, I mean, I've met some of those guys and they're a little bit crusty. They're a little bit like, fuck you. like they're not trying to do that, like bullshit tattoos. Like they just want to do, big stuff or whatever, I don't know, whatever they're interested in. And then, just the fact that like somebody's got to get trained at some point, right? Like not every place is hiring people that have been already doing it for so long, right? Like you got to train somebody at some point. So, hey, I want to learn, like just get my foot in the door, and then I can actually like prove myself and show what I can do with it. So who knows? We're all hungry now. Yes, absolutely. Anybody want a chicken sandwich? What do you think of the show Ink Master then? I mean, I think the show is pretty fun. I think when it first came out, it kind of... There's good and bad things to it, right? So, like, the good thing is that it's very entertaining and introduces, the masses to tattooing and kind of some of the culture behind it, some of it. Because obviously it's a production. Like, a lot of it's not real. The timer is essentially not real, like it's a production. A lot of the drama is not real, right? Like they're just putting on a show. But one of the bad things I think, especially like around the time when it first came out, was the fact that it made a lot of people think that they knew more than they actually did about tattooing. So you would have people coming in thinking that, oh yeah, this giant ass tattoo should only take a small amount of time to do, and it's like, no. No. It's like sizable tattoo is actually going to take this amount of time, or it's going to take the amount of time that I tell you it's going to take. Not like 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 there were so many entitled people that would come in, again, almost like telling artists how to do their job. And it's like, whoa, hold on, slow your roll. Just because you watched a fucking TV show, you don't know anything. It's my job to educate you on how long this is going to take. Is it going to last? Is this even a good idea for it? Like, there's just so much like entitlement that, or like, yeah, just like false knowledge that it made people feel like that they had. And it's just like, brother, no. and all that does is make me not want to work with you. Like, yeah, I need money, I got to pay my bills. And so rarely will I say no to a tattoo. But yeah, if you're going to come in entitled and not be able to work together and collaborate, then yeah, you can go somewhere else. I don't want to work with you. It's not cool. But on the flip point of that, I've heard plenty of horror stories from clients that, and this is unrelated to the tattoo show, but in a similar vein to that kind of dynamic where, clients would come in not knowing anything about tattoos and then leaving with no more information about tattoos. It's like, again, I don't know. Or like they'll go in for a tattoo and the artist will just slap it on there, do it, and then send them on their way. And it's like, I don't know. My philosophy on that is like it's my job to educate, right? About everything, the ins and outs, whether it's a good or bad idea for you, it's my job to think 10 steps ahead for you, right? Because I'm putting a permanent mark on your body. And when you walk into a shop, you should feel confident that I have the experience to be able to help you make an informed decision, because this is an important decision. Again, it's a permanent mark on your body. Like, and so if you ever go to the tattoo shop and you feel like you can't talk to your artist, you feel like you can't like say, I don't know if I like the way that looks, or this or that, or like, if you just feel uncomfortable at all, just leave. Just leave, right? Because you should be doing your research beforehand anyway, right? Go look up your local shop, look at the artist's page, make sure that their art lines up with whatever you're trying to get, unless you're just trying to do a random walk-in and let fate decide what you get. But yeah, it's our job as tattoo artists to educate you on your future permanent decision. And yeah, again, it just, if you don't feel comfortable at all, or like you can't voice your concerns or questions or whatever, like, you should be able to ask a million questions and the artist should be able to answer you with no problem at all, right? And if you can't do that, just leave. Just leave, go somewhere else, just don't do it. Hey, what's up, Arkham? Putting ASMR, that's interesting. Why is that interesting? Do you like pudding? Pudding. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just yapping. We do a little bit of tapping and a little bit of yapping on these streams. Never thought of pudding as a trigger. Pudding. It is kind of a nice word. Pudding. Yeah, we are multi-streaming right now, so if you see me responding to a comment that you don't see in the chat, it's probably on the other platform. But this live stream, we actually are going to kind of focus on some smooches, so, you know, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Welcome to the pudding. Enjoy some love and care and affection by yours truly. Oh my God. Archive with the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. You're paying for smooches for everyone. Who got a gifted one? D got one. Shaiprir. Pepsi Dash. Interesting name. Tiana got one. And Imaginary as well. Sweet. I gotta go over the YouTube memberships and see if I can add any more perks to that. That way, like, you can either like go to my Patreon and get exclusive videos or do memberships too. I know, I wish there was a way to like, cause like they have a way to like unlist YouTube videos until you're ready to like make them go live. And usually what I'll do is I'll post like any exclusive videos unlisted and then put them on Patreon. But it would be cool if I could show those unlisted videos to members, you know, because YouTube kind of has that feature, but you almost have to like upload 2 versions of the video, right? So I would have to upload one version, and that would be for like members, and then I would have to upload another version for public. I don't know. It's stupid, but this was like a year ago, so maybe YouTube got its shit together. Who knows? I'll double check. But yeah, it would be nice to give members some perks. Really wish I got the just leave advice for a couple of my tattoos. Yeah, like I said, I've had plenty of clients come in that were clients of other shops in the local area and just didn't have a great experience, and it showed in the tattoo. You know, they didn't feel comfortable about the placement or the design, and they were too afraid to speak up. And it's like, until that needle hits your skin, you can say no. You can say, hey, stop. I don't want to do this, right? At least when it comes to getting tattooed by me, until that needle, and even when the needle hits your skin, you can just say, hey, I stop, right? Obviously, half-finished tattoo isn't great, but again, you should feel safe enough and comfortable enough to do that, you know? But when it comes to like moving the design or changing the design a little bit, until that needle hits your skin, you can ask for anything you want. Because tattoos are a collaboration, you know? It is a massive collaboration between 2 people. Or more if you have multiple artists working on you at the same time. Which is kind of crazy. If you were a basketball player, what would my name be? Smooch Parker? What? Are you playing 2K right now? Dude, I haven't played a sports game in forever. I used to play, used to be really a big fan of the NHL games. I think God, I haven't played Madden in forever either. I stopped playing Madden at what, 14? Long time ago. Long time ago. Actually, no, even before that. Way before that, actually. Madden. God. Yeah, no, the last Madden that I played was in like maybe 2006. A long ass fucking time ago. Jeez. And I think the last basketball game I ever played was like, was it NBA Street? Was that a basketball game? I think. Who knows? Do you play actual sports growing up? I did. I was a baseball player for many years. Loved baseball. And then I played, I don't know, my dad always kind of had me in sports, so I played baseball, basketball. I played in football in high school. And I did a little bit of like track and field. So I did like shot put. You got the like metal ball and you like spin around a million times and chuck it down the field. I did a discus as well. That was fun. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Oh, well, I guess I lost that. Last game I owned was NBA Jam 2000. Holy shit. But yeah, I don't know. Sports was always fun. I wished, or like as an adult, I wished that I got into soccer, or like that like my dad would like put me in soccer. Like I think I would have loved playing soccer, just like all the running that you do back and forth. Like I'd be in insane shape. You know, you're literally just running 24/7. But like I could never understand. I guess same thing with like lacrosse. Like I could never understand. Like I could play baseball, football all day long, but like I can't understand how soccer players or football, you know, for you non-Americans, how people control the ball the way that they do. It's like insane. Like you know, knowing how to kick the ball a certain way to get it to go in whichever direction, or to spin a certain way, you know, or like target a certain player and like kick it in that direction with the right momentum. Like that's insane. That's insane to me. And especially because it has to happen in like that, like a half a second, you know, like you're running the ball down the field, you got to like pitch it that way. Like how do you do this? It's fucking crazy. It's actually insane. Like you're just controlling this inanimate object. Like baseball is pretty straightforward. Ball comes down, you know, towards me, and you swing. You swing it, right? Like obviously, yeah, it's coming really fast, so you got to time it right, and you got to know when to swing or when to, you know, hold back or whatever. But still, it's like it's very simple. Hit the ball with a blunt object. And then football, you know, I guess whatever complicated part is the different plays, right? You know, memorizing your position and which direction you got to go for which play, but you're just smashing bodies at that point. Any sports injuries? No, thank God. Thankfully. Yeah, when I was in high school, we definitely had a few players on the team that had gotten injured, you know, concussions and, you know, twisted ankles and stuff like that. Yeah, luckily I never, not any, you know, outward apparent injuries, you know, maybe some brain trauma, who knows? You know, I'm a little quirky. I'm a little, kind of an interesting person. Who knows? Maybe I got hit too many times. I don't know, because I was a lineman when I played football. So, just blocking for the runner or for the quarterback, And I guess in baseball, yeah, no, I never really got hit with the ball or anything. Yeah, luckily I lucked out. I guess I did play a little bit of hockey too, but not long enough to like even get injured at all. Oh, I actually really like ice skating. Just something about being on the ice, just gliding across is really nice. I was actually happy when I lived in Florida for like while I was in college. They actually had an ice skating rink, in one of the hottest places. They actually had a location that had an indoor ice rink, and it was so nice to be able to just like cool off on a hot day, go skating for a little bit. And I had a friend that I would go with, and she was like a professional ice skater. Like she had, super expensive, like tailored skates and everything. It was pretty sick. It's a miracle playing hockey and not losing any teeth. Yeah. I mean, I was a kid when I was playing it, so I don't think we were really like roughing each other up that much. It's kids hockey. This is like a beard brush. I don't know if you can really see that. The teeth. I don't know if I would brush my face with it though. It's kind of, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna take a shower after this, but still, I don't know if I want to rub my beard with it. It's kind of been on the floor and everywhere. Who knows? Will you do latex gloves ASMR? Not today, but I could definitely do a dedicated video. Would anybody else like that? Jadissy finally caught a stream. Hello, welcome. Sit back, relax, catch some Z's. While I tap and yap a little bit. Brush the mic with it? I guess this doesn't even really sound like anything. Maybe if I take the I don't know if I like that. Softly, maybe. But if one of the bristles gets stuck, probably won't sound good at all. But if you're wearing headphones, it might sound like it's right up in your ears. Just like that. Like watching the microphone peak. Remember, this is all about trust. You're trusting me not to destroy your eardrums and treat you with the utmost care. You get all the care right now. It's an interesting experiment. I could just do it this way. The tried and true way. woke up where I'm from. What a nice and relaxing way to start the day. Yes, absolutely. Perfect timing. Your morning alarm goes off, and you roll over, turn it off, or maybe snooze it. Realize you got a lovely notification that I'm live, and then you click on the notification because you're subbed to the channel, right? Surely. You like the video, and then you bring the blanket back over you, and you get cozied up just listening to me while I help you slowly and softly wake up in the morning. Yo, Bird, thanks for the follow. Thank you, thank you. You too, have a good night. And or day. But yeah, for anybody that is here that doesn't know who I am, I guess, or if you're over on Twitch, hello, my name is Pudding. Or I go by Pudding. I'm an OG ASMR creator, 2nd gen. I've been doing this a long time, so I may know a thing or two about how to properly take care of you. How to help you relax and just de-stress. No stress. No anxiety. Maybe just a little bit of hunger whenever we inevitably talk about food. Because it does happen. It does indeed happen. I just needed to get out of bed before joining the live, otherwise I might fall asleep again. Yeah, it's pretty dangerous to be lying down with your eyes closed, just listening to my voice. You're very likely to fall asleep. Almost 99.999% guaranteed. Always. Guaranteed to be satisfied, to be rested, to be anti-stressed. Even if it's just for a little bit. You're either going to start your day off the best way or end it knowing full well it's going to be a great day. No matter what. Always. What's up, Nips? Yeah, I guess there are a lot of reruns. The ASMR category on Twitch is it's a thing. You don't want to goon, you just want to go to sleep. Yeah, true. Well, this should help you fall asleep. these smooches aren't for gooning, you know, they're they're for resting and feeling safe and calm and relaxing. Feeling rested and cared for. But I guess anything can be goon too, right? Such a weird word. Just rest. Listen to my voice. Welcome, dreamer. Thanks for the follow. Will make your brain tingle in all sorts of ways. Yeah, I am also of the, I guess boomer type, right? Or like goon is just like a henchman, you know, the bad guy of the bad guy, or like the teammate of the bad guy. Like he's just a henchman. He's a goon. Like a thug, you know, like just one of the various bad guys that gets annihilated by the hero. It's just one of the goons. Be thankful you don't know some of the Gen Z slang. I surprisingly know a lot of the Gen Z slang. I don't know. I feel like I have to like keep up, you know? Yeah. If you use any social media, it's kind of hard to escape anyway. Hi, Linda. Hello. Welcome. Wanted a nice, soothing, relaxing video. Well, now you get a nice, soothing, relaxing live stream. Welcome. And I can say hello directly to you. Welcome. Footage. Oh, yeah, I got you. My voice soothes you. I'm glad. It's one of the various gifts that I was born with, you know. And one of the great contrasts is, you know, having the relaxing voice by day and then the brutal, guttural, death metal vocals by night. Or whenever my band is, you know, decides to do stuff. It's always fun. Bing bong. Chaos. We got a lovely mod in the chat. Our legendary Chaos has returned to us. Welcome. All hail considering the oldest of Gen Z is 28. I think we're past that phase. Now we get to be confused about Gen Alpha. True. Is that really the cutoff? Who knows? It really is. You're always so good. Yeah, I'm in a band. I'm in the only death metal band in South Carolina, as far as I know. Yeah, I do the screamy stuff. The vocals. Don't boop me. I'm not boopable. Is that a thing? 1997 is the first year of Gen Z. Oh shit, no kidding. Yeah, I'm definitely a millennial. I was born in 89. Good year. I think being born that year has allowed me to feel like a 90s kid, but also have this like ethereal connection to the 80s, like 80s aesthetic, 80s music, 80s like, yeah, just that energy. I miss these lives. Hey, well, welcome. Hi, Keeper. Hello. Come get cozy. Come get relaxed. Yeah, well, actually, my band does have merch. We got some pretty sick hats. So I'm currently wearing right now, although they come in different colors. And our shirts are pretty cool too. They got like our album art on them. Pretty sick. I don't know if I even have a link to that. It's like Bandcamp something Crypt Dweller. I don't know. Terrible. Yeah, we're on Spotify, YouTube Music, pretty much everywhere. You just gotta search up Crypt Dweller, all one word, Crypt Dweller. Pretty sick. But again, I warn you, it's death metal, so it's groovy death metal, so it's not just like random fucking wall of sound. It's like it's good music, you know. It's well paced. Especially like our first album was very like punchy, very like get in, get out. And then our second album kind of expands on that a little bit, you know, gets a little bit more doom, you know, kind of like dronier soundscapes to that. And a bit more like lyrically involved, I guess. It's pretty cool. And someday we'll put a third album out. I don't know. We're all just adults and busy and working on different stuff, so whenever we can get together. The cool thing about my band is that everyone is super talented at what they do, so whenever we do come together to either practice or write, it just happens quickly. It happens very, very quickly. Usually our drummer and guitar player are usually like linked, so like, you know, my guitar player has just riffs for days, just riffs upon riffs upon riffs. So he'll bring a couple of riffs that we're gonna work on. Our drummer just, you know, finds the right kind of thing to put towards that riff, and then usually I come in with like, you know, structuring the song a little bit as far as like, okay, cool, play this 4 times, let's do this 2 times or whatever. You know, let's maybe put this one before that one. And then our bass player usually just kind of fills in, you know, as needed. But yeah, we're super like just on top of it, which is really nice. Did you make the album art? No, I didn't. No, we hired a guy that specializes in that sort of art style. I don't even know what to call it. Horror art style, cosmic horror. Yeah, it's sick. As a 1997 person, I don't really feel like Gen Z. It's pretty much the in between. Too young to relate to millennial, but not really into all Gen Z things. That's pretty fair. I could see that. Like not being able to identify any which way. You're like literally at the turn of the century. Yeah. You like the R roll? Welcome to the pudding bag. Rascal. Ridiculous. Jedi, thank you so much for the tier 3 for 71 months. Holy fuck. Holy shit. 71 months doesn't even sound real. I don't even fathom that. Sheesh. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, by the way, guys, please hit the like button over on YouTube. If you haven't done so already, it helps a lot. Thank you. And if you're on Twitch and you're watching now, check if you have a Prime sub. Maybe use your free Prime sub on little old me. That would be awesome. Like and subscribe. Call to action. Typical YouTuber jargon. Hey, what's up, Brandon? You just got here. I'm doing good. Still recovering from being sick the past couple of days, but we're feeling better for sure. Figured I'd come and hang out with you guys for a few hours and see what kind of fun we can have. And I got some exciting videos to record for you guys this week, so keep an eye out. I gotta wait for a prop to come in tomorrow to film the one that I want to do. And then I want to do an exclusive as well for La Patreon. So if you're not subbed to my Patreon and you want some spicy audio stuff that I can't post on YouTube because it's too spicy and they will delete it, definitely go check out the Patreon. There's a few exclusives up there currently. I usually like to leave the ones that are exclusive up for quite a few months and then release them on YouTube, but it's gotten to the point where I probably can't release them because the idea is that the people that want to support on Patreon, they get the exclusive video first, and then eventually I make it public so that everybody can enjoy it, right? Because not everybody can support, right? Fair enough. So the people that support on Patreon pay for everyone, right? Which is awesome. Because everybody's supported, everybody gets to enjoy at some point. But because YouTube is YouTube, some stuff is too spicy and gets deleted immediately. So, yeah. So we kind of have to keep Patreon stuff on Patreon, and perhaps even a Fansly at some point, just to have an extra archive somewhere, just in case. You never know. You never know when these companies just want to be nah, yeah, you can't post anything remotely adult anywhere. And it's we're all fucking adults. Where the fuck can we enjoy shit? Hello, come on, man. If I'm 18 plus, let me enjoy what I can enjoy, motherfucker. I need to be less broke. True, same here. But yeah, I don't charge a lot for my stuff. I think $5 is, and you get access to all the videos. I don't charge like per video or anything. It's just a little fiver, and a little fiver from a lot of people adds up. So that's always been my philosophy. It's it just works. Get everybody on board. The letter R is pronounced clearly in our Turkish language. Ooh, is it? I don't know if I've ever heard Turkish language. What does that sound like? Herre, 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 herre. We need dope pudding? What's dope pudding? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Is this Gen Alpha language? Gen Z language? I don't understand. What does that mean? I'm an old man. Protect them, not hide them in your trunk. Yeah, exactly. And when you roll your R's, thank you. Herre, 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 herre. Patreon has an option to gift memberships? Really? What? How does that work? Like, does it go to the people that follows? Like, because I guess on Patreon you can just follow for free, which is awesome. And so I guess if they have gifted memberships, like it'll just randomly gift a follower. That's interesting. Yeah, I know Patreon's been adding some like new functionalities there. Definitely something to check out. Can you guys freaking imagine spicy from this man? Yeah, some of them already know. Some of them already know. I mean, there are some videos that are uploaded here on YouTube already that, it gives you a pretty good idea. Pretty good idea. But again, a lot of it's still like audio only. Like, I don't know. I guess it would be weird to kind of... Well, there's certain spicy stuff that would be weird to like record, or like it would be hard to record like one-on-one, right? Because a lot of it's just like audio work. It's like an audio book in a way. And yeah, I mean, Patreon's cool with audio only stuff. Any kind of video or like they're not cool with at all. Because I used to have an alternate Patreon for like really spicy stuff. And that got a couple warnings of like, hey, this stuff has got to be audio only, man. And I'm like, ooh, okay, all right. Noted. But yeah, Patreon's cool with like, I guess, pictures and audio, but any kind of video is a no-go. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's dumb. So you gotta have like 50 different sites just to fucking host any kind of content. Who knows? But yeah. Hi, Katie. Hello, welcome. But yeah, I don't know. I've been enjoying these live streams, Like the title usually has been for the last few, just tapping and yapping and just whatever various sounds that we can do. But I do want to kind of focus a little bit on some smooches today, Got to get the smooches warmed up. So when I do make another smooching video, we're all primed and ready to go. We're all warmed up. See, Sam knows. After my years of investigative pudding research. tries to please. This is very true. I do what I'm comfortable with. And I'm pretty comfortable. I always like to ask if you're comfortable. If this is what you want. Is this okay? Is this okay for you? You can tell me to stop at any point. You're in complete control. I'm just here to do the work. I can do the work. One more R roll. There you go. You gotta give some subs, man. You gotta do a little super chat. I can roll all night for you. I'll roll all night for you, baby. Hey, what's up, peanut butter? Hello. Hello. Welcome. Smooches are soothing. Yeah, they are. Who doesn't like getting smooched, you know? Who doesn't? Best feeling ever. Best feeling ever. Tell me everything is going to be okay over and over. It is. Everything will be okay. Just gotta realize that you have like 90% of the control of all of your outcomes. Right? Is that the best way to say that? Yeah. Yeah, like 90% of the things that happen to you are within your control, or because of your actions. Does that make sense? You are the arbiter of your path. What was that? Oh, Jedi, thanks for the gifted sub. Thank you. Thank you so much. See what happens when you gift subs? Super chats. Just kiss you all night long. Over and over and over again. Because I'll never get tired of saying thank you. Ever. I will say it all the way to my deathbed. And beyond, I will haunt you with thank you. Is that a little kinky? Is that kind of hot? The thought of me haunting you? You want me to be your sleep paralysis demon, you know? It's whispering sweet nothings into your ears while you're paralyzed in your sleep. Do you have any new tattoo plans for yourself? Ooh, that's a good question. Yes and no. I kind of need money for tattoos, so I don't really have that kind of expendable income at the moment. But yeah, if I ever get to that point again, I do have a couple spots I'd like to fill up. Oh my gosh. Archive, thanks for the 10. Thank you. Hey, there you go. $10 towards my next tattoo. Thank you so much. Thank you. Love hearing that I have control in a reassuring way. Yeah, dude, consent is hot, man. Consent is the best. Because depending on how you play it, depending on your partner, it's like you're in control, but also not, you know? Because you're in control, but you're also surrendering it at the same time. Does that make sense? So it's like extra nice. Everyone knows the most romantic thing is to haunt the narrative. Hi, Abby. Hi. Hello. I still watch your boyfriend ASMR every night, by the way. Dude, thanks. Thanks for watching my videos. Seriously, all of you guys that like watch my videos over and over, and even after all this time that's passed, like when I kind of went like on an unintentional break, right? Like at least that's been the way. Like ever since I pursued tattooing, it's kind of been like I'll make some videos and then take like a little break to focus on like other stuff, and then I'll come back. Like I'll never quit doing ASMR. But if I do like pursue like another sort of career, like need to really set time to like learn a new craft, it has happened that ASMR stuff like kind of goes on the back burner a little bit. And I don't know, I'm 50-50 on how I feel about that. Because like, yeah, obviously I don't like not making content for you guys, but also at the same time, like it's nice to be able to have at least YouTube be like an archive of videos that you can always watch. You can always go back to it. They always exist. I will never just delete them out of nowhere, you know? So it's great that if I need to take a break or, you know, focus on something else, like the videos are still there for you, you know, until I can make some new stuff, right? That's like the upside to that. My favorite ASMR videos were the caring friend roleplay. You play drums ASMR. Yeah. Yeah, the drums one was super fun. Caring friend roleplay. What did I say in that one? Or what made that one so special for you? Welcome, dreamer. Curious, because like I could make another one. I don't know, like I rarely like go back and watch my own videos. Like I like to just make them and then just release them, right? And they're gonna do what they do, and they're gonna connect with whoever they connect with. And I kind of like the idea of that. You know, like obviously I watch it back when I edit it, but after that it just exists in the ether. You know, it's there. Arrow, thanks for the follow. Welcome. I come for ASMR, but see you're also a death metal vocalist. Instant follow. Hey, yeah, follow my band. I need like a band exclamation thing that you can type in the chat to like get the info. I don't think I have one of those. I should. Where's my mod? Chaos. Chaos. Make a thing. Please. I don't know how to make it. But yeah, if you type, like you can search it on Spotify or YouTube Music. It's just Crypt Dweller, all one word. You should be able to find it. I think there's only one other band with a similar name. They're like from Sweden, I think. But we have 2 albums out. One of them is called Inevitable Obliteration. And if you find that, you'll find us. Enjoy. From one metal vocalist to another. Hey, cheers. Cheers. Hopefully, you're into death metal, you know? Some people are like fans of metal music, but like death metal is like a step too far, and then, you know, like black metal is even like a step further than that. You know, it's like even more technical. So yeah, and prepare your anus. Do you ever have bad cringe? What do you mean by that? Bad cringe. Oh wait, I didn't even read the rest of that. Hello. Bad cringe moments while editing, because that would be me. Nah, not really. Maybe if like I don't know, the lighting was like not set up correctly, and like it's more of like an annoyed like, oh man, I should have done this with the lighting better or whatever. I don't know. But no, I don't think I've ever really cringed at any of my content, just because like, especially at this point, like I know what I can do. Like I know what I'm producing. Like when I'm sitting and like recording, right? And I don't mean that like I know everything that I'm gonna say or do or whatever, but like I know um, what the essentially what the end product is gonna look and feel like while I'm recording it and then editing. So like it's not unexpected. What's really cool is whenever I'm editing and I make myself tingle, you know, or get the chills. That's how I know it's going to be a good video. Because like it doesn't happen all the time, and obviously for like not every sound triggers me, but if I'm ever editing and I do get chills, like it, I get the biggest smile on my face, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's gonna be a good one, and it definitely happens. Um, Caring friend video was a good one. Classic pudding, true. I'm a vocalist in a progressive metal band. Ooh, yeah, I love all metal as well. It's all great. Yeah, I always tell the story where I didn't even really like death metal or never really gave it the chance until I joined my band currently. Because I was just helping them while they were practicing, just until they found themselves like a proper vocalist. And then eventually I practiced with them enough that they were like, yeah, we like what you're doing. Just be our vocalist. I'm like, oh, okay, sure. But I'm also going to need to research this genre of music. And um, my guitarist put me onto a couple of bands, and I instantly fell in love. I was like, I've been missing out this whole time. What? This is crazy. But yeah. What kind of songs do you like? I'm into rock and country songs. That's cool. There's some good. There's some decent country songs for sure. I I I am a product of um, Euro trance and progressive, like techno music. Growing up in Chicago, and uh, that's just the kind of music that I connected with growing up. Um, late '90s, early 2000s was when I first really kind of I had my like CD player and like eventually MP3 player, and I mean that's just the kind of music that I connected with. For whatever reason, my dad used to listen to that stuff too, so that's obviously how I got introduced to it. Um, but I don't know. I've always been kind of exposed to a lot of different music growing up anyway. So like, obviously Hispanic music, reggaeton, bachata, salsa, just the usual stuff. It was actually like rock music that I didn't really get exposed to much of until later. Like I had to catch up. But yeah, I used to listen to a ton of like techno, trance, vocal trance, um, that style of music. But like the early 2000s version of that music, right? Because like EDM, like when I say trance and progressive music and like techno, I'm not talking about EDM. Like I'm talking about like 2000, 2001, Armin van Buren. Uh, I'm blanking on names right now, but for my Chicago people, like DJ Markski, just like Euro techno, like that kind of music. Like it's very different from like current day EDM. Like very very different. Uh, I am not a fan of like festival style, um like dance electronic music. Like I just, it doesn't do anything for me. Like I can't even put into words how much I just don't even like it, if that makes sense. Bass Hunter, yeah, Bass Hunter's good shit. Um, God, I wish I had like a good playlist of like old music that I could just like name. But those people that know that kind of music will know what I'm talking about for sure. You headed to a 4-day Black and Death Metal Festival next weekend. Where is that at? That sounds awesome. What the hell? Last week's the program. I'm directing till season 3 comes out. Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. Yeah, the weeks just are flying by, man. What time is it now? For me, it's like 4 a.m. 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock in the morning. And it's starting to get light. Now I'm right where I want to be. The great techno songs around the world, yeah. La 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 la. It's outside Chicago. Wait, really, dude? I am this close, this fucking close to moving back to Chicago. this fucking close. like it's probably gonna happen next year, 100%. Unless something changes drastically in like my financial situation, like I'm probably gonna move back to Chicago, which I'm like excited about, but also like unsure, because like I want to move back to be close to my family for a little bit, and like actually kind of exist as an adult with them, because like I live I essentially live alone, away from all of my family. Ever since I was in the military, I've just been away, and I'd visit once in a while and whatever. But it would be nice to be there for them, and have family time, on a more regular basis, right? And enjoy the memories before they're gone, right? Because I was very fortunate to have an incredible family, and because that's not something a lot of people have, and so I don't want to waste that, right? So it'd be nice to move back at least closer to them, and just have that, right? But career-wise, it would be good too as a tattoo artist. Like living in a city, working at a city shop, like it's going to just be way busier. So there's plenty of opportunity to make more money, and expand my career a little bit in that. And if I end up being able to get a bartender position out here, it would give me the experience to be able to get a bartender position in Chicago, which would be even more awesome. So that would be cool. But yeah, there's just a lot more opportunity. I just, ever since I left for the military, I always just said that I would never move back. So that's the part where I'm like, I don't know. the past me is like, I said I'd never go back. But whatever, man. Who cares? Life is short. Life is fucking short, man. Sister and I are trying to decide where to move. We're torn between Arizona and Pennsylvania. Ooh. Pennsylvania is probably, well, there's trade-offs, right? So Pennsylvania, it's gonna be cold, you know. When it's winter, it's gonna be fucking cold up there. I'm just saying. And then Arizona, I mean, you know, I don't know. I mean, I guess you hear about high crime rate everywhere, but I don't know. I've heard some nasty stories about Arizona. And then obviously, you know, it's hot. So, you know, who knows? I mean, you're in Texas. Like, Texas is fine. Texas is, you know, it's cool. Pennsylvania is where my family is. Oh, Well, you still have family to bundle up with when it's fucking freezing. Oh, God. I gotta go to sleep. Glad I could make it part of the stream. Hell yeah. Thank you so much, Unstable. Thank you. Hopefully you were able to enjoy. Go get some rest. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go in a little bit too. We got an hour and 52 minutes. Yeah, we'll go for another few minutes. Because, yeah, it's 4 o'clock in the morning for me, so. I still have to decide, like, what time is, like, best to start these streams. Like, should I start at midnight, my time, you know, which would be 4 hours from, you know, before now, right? And then that way I could stream from midnight to however long, right? And I'm not really pressed for time. Whereas, like, today I started, like, you know, at 2 instead. And so once it hits 4, it's like, probably should get some rest. So yeah, I think midnight's probably the play. But then again, like, I don't know. Timing is so weird, especially on Twitch, because, like, you know, obviously raids are kind of nice. And so I have, like, I'm in a category where I could possibly get a raid from another channel. And, like, other community friends that I know that would be able to raid into my stream if I was live at a certain time. So it's like, it's the internal struggle. But I have to remind myself that I don't fucking care about that shit anymore. I just need to stream. Timing or whatever, none of that matters. Just stream. Just make videos. Just do the shit that you like to do. And don't let bullshit stop that. You know, like worrying about fucking anything. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when you stream, just stream. Who cares? People love it. They just want you to be around, right? That's all that matters. No one cares. Most of us wouldn't mind an all-nighter. Well, yeah, obviously. And if I could just be live 24 hours a day, you know, sure. If I was a vampire, I would, right? If I didn't need to eat, drink, or sleep, well, I guess as a vampire, you kind of need to drink, right? I would just have a blood bag, you know? Ready to go to sip on. But yeah, if I were an immortal, I would definitely stream 24/7. What would existence be like if you didn't need to sleep? Could you imagine? Would you even want that? You would almost have to have, like, separate lives, right? Or, like, separate because like the people you would interact with like are obviously regular people that have to sleep, right? So like if you're awake all the time, up and about doing stuff, like you would have like your daytime group and then like your nighttime group, like just completely separate. After listening to your newest single, I'm getting Aeon vibes. Ooh, yeah, yeah. So, my band, we very much wear our influence on our sleeve, as far as like traditional death metal stuff. Cannibal Corpse, Morbid Angel, fucking Suffocation. Very very heavily influenced by our favorites. Uh, And it's just good old traditional death metal. And then our second album, it's like started to inject a little bit of doom elements into that. Still punchy, but a little bit more elongated, if that makes sense. Yeah, I think I mean our well, I don't think the name has anything. It's just a coincidence, but our second album is literally called Aeon Void. Uh, Wish I could get away from my family. They're akin to a circus sideshow. Jesus. What the hell? Hey, like I said, be thankful that you have a family that is there to annoy you, right? 'Cause a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people don't have that. ¿Viste la película Weapons? ¿Qué opinas? I have not seen Weapons. Isn't that a show on? Is that a Netflix show? Weapons, weapons, weapons. Or is that a movie? I think I know what you're talking about. Um, it's a new horror movie. Oh, that's right. Yeah, it has something to do with like kids, right? Like disappearing or something like that. I don't know. I guess that's the premise of every horror movie. But yeah, no, yo no veo that movie. I have not seen it. My Spanish is terrible. No veo la película. It's the kids hitting the Naruto run. Yeah. Yeah. Like all the kids get like called or something like that, right? Called to like out of their beds or something. It just reminds me of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie with Ivan Ooze. But I guess in that case it was the parents that were being called, right? Because they like got infected by the goo, and then they were all like getting sent off a cliff or something. God, that movie's fucking crazy. Ivan Ooze. My sister and I saw Weapons. We liked it. The director is directing the new live-action Resident Evil movie. Ooh, hello. That sounds awesome. It would be so nice to see what like a non-Marvel-esque Resident Evil movie would look like. Because like, don't get me wrong, I love me some Mila Jovovich, right? Especially in those first couple Resident Evil movies. But like, I mean, you get like the Fast and Furious effect. You get the Marvel effect where it's like, what am I watching? Like, can I just have like a scary, almost serious like Resident Evil horror film? Like, please. The director of the movie played the game. Hey, fingers crossed. My band started as a power metal band, but we quickly evolved into a progressive mixture of power, black, death, and thrash. Jesus! Sounds very technical. A heavy dose of odd time signatures. Ooh. Yeah, see, if you can be effective with those, that's just fun for, like, I can almost imagine what that would sound like. Like, my ears are happy. Genuine question. If I wanted to commission pudding for a tattoo, how would I do that? Well, you would have to come get the tattoo from me specifically. No, I think at one point I did offer like tattoo design commissions, but like once I started like tattooing more, I'm just at the point where I would much rather, because, and I've explained this in a live before, but you should have the person doing the tattoo be the one that draws it. Now, obviously, certain logos or say you're getting a Pokemon tattoo and you want like the exact drawing that the official artwork of that specific Pokemon, like it's got a very specific design. There's no interpretation there. Like, yeah, sure, whatever. You can have any artist like go in and do that, but if you want like a specific piece like drawn up or something, like I don't know, I would much rather like I get to do it. Like if I'm going to spend all that time designing something, I'd much rather tattoo it as well. So yeah, I don't really offer commissions. But then again, I fight against it because it's like, yeah, I mean, if you just want a cool design that I made, like sure, like why not? Why shouldn't I offer that? Like it's fine. But again, tattoos are complicated because you're taking a 2D design and forming it to a 3D structure, right? Like we're not flat pieces of paper. Like everything has a curve to it and like a specific flow that you need to go, that needs to be incorporated into the design. So that would require like you to send pictures of like the specific body part that you're thinking about getting it, and like it's just there's a lot of extra steps in a tattoo design, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Yeah. Yeah. Pokemon did a Resident Evil trailer. Oh, I saw something about that. I didn't actually see the trailer though, but I heard there was some sort of like darker horror element with Pokemon. That's kind of crazy. God of War live action. Ooh. Or I meant to say, if I wanted you to personally tattoo on me, how would I make that happen? Oh, okay, that makes sense. You would just have to come to my shop. I don't know. I tattoo out in South Carolina. Just follow me on Instagram. It's Instagram pudding tattoos. Should be easy to find. Just all one word, pudding tattoos. You can see my work there. All the past tattoos that I've done. And yeah, just in a little shop in South Carolina. What's one tattoo you'd never get? I probably wouldn't tattoo my face. I kind of like my face. But yeah, I probably wouldn't tattoo my penis either, because that would suck. And why would I tattoo that? What design would I even put on that? It's just no. It would be a terrible tattoo. Yeah, no. Penis. What's a tattoo you'd recommend people stay away from? I know a lot of people say not to get hand tattoos because they fade too quickly. What's your opinion? I mean, hand tattoos don't. Generally, hand tattoos are the same as anywhere else. However, you just have to keep in mind where on the hand you're getting it, right? So, if you came into my shop and was like, yeah, I just kind of want like this design on my hand or whatever, it would be my job to help educate you on like where the cutoff points are, right? So like anywhere on your knuckles is perfectly fine on the top. Anywhere on the inside of your fingers is a no-no. Do not ever get tattoos here. They will fade. You're wasting your money. They will look like shit. Okay. And even on your knuckles, you have to be careful. These I've maybe had only touched up once, and I've had these for, I don't know, 15 years. Who knows? I don't even know at this point. And yeah, my hand tattoos, my owl has pretty much stayed the same. I think maybe there was a little bit of color in the eyes at one point, but that faded away. But otherwise, like the black line work and shading has remained the same. But yeah, it's just anywhere that's like past this like natural kind of cutoff where like your skin texture changes from like the top to the bottom here is where you should stop, right? Like don't get tattooed on your palms. They always heal and look like shit. Just don't do it anywhere again in the inside the fingers. Just don't do it. You're just wasting your money. And it's the same thing with the feet. The feet are similar to the hands in that there's a certain point where like the top of your foot, perfectly fine to tattoo, but once you get into like past like that certain edge on your foot where the texture changes, just don't do it. It's just not, the ink is not gonna, it's gonna look like shit. Okay. just don't do it. But so that's one of the things you need to look out for whenever you go to a tattoo shop is your artist should be telling you these things and warning you, hey, this is where we should do it, not here because these reasons, right? Like they should be telling you this stuff. Because there's plenty of artists that would probably just slap on a tattoo and not really warn you about anything and take your money, But I don't do that. I got a friend that got tattooed on the side of the finger, and it's not even remarkable now. Yeah, 100%. I mean, same thing with like inner lip tattoos. Those don't last. Yeah, it's just not worth it. Not even a terrible hashtag quirky girl mustache tattoo. I mean, yeah. Again, it's if you if the artist is like, yeah, I'll do it for like $30 or whatever. You don't care about that $30. Whatever, do what you're gonna do. It's essentially a temporary tattoo, right? Because it's going to fade. It's not a matter of like if it's just when it will fade and it will look like shit. So fair enough. It's your body. Where do you get your tattoos? I mean, it's been a while since I've been tattooed, but I got a lot of my tattoos from my own mentor, like the person that taught me how to tattoo. That apprenticed me. He was the one that was doing all of my tattoos initially. That's why, like, when I was ready to apprentice, that's why I went to him, because that's who I trusted to take me on that journey. You like my fingers? I'd only consider getting a hand or forehead tattoo for myself. Hello? If it's an eyeball or a gem like Steven Universe, Jesus, don't do that. Don't do that. Just get a normal Steven Universe related tattoo somewhere on your arms or your legs, on your body, not on your face. What about inner ear tattoos? I've seen a lot of people get spider webs in their ears. I mean, I think personally, they're kind of wasteful. I think they can look cute and maybe accentuate certain parts of your body, like, you know, the little web or whatever could look nice, but I think that spot kind of suffers similar to like anywhere on your face where like the elasticity and the texture of the skin varies across your body, and in certain spots the ink holds great over. Remember, because we're getting, when you get tattooed, you should go in with the idea that this tattoo is going to, I want this tattoo to look good for the next 15 to 20 years, right? We're not getting a tattoo for just how it looks right now today. We want to make sure that it's positioned in a spot and it's clear and visible enough to look good for the rest of my life as my body ages, as the ink, because for those that don't know, the ink spreads out over time a little bit. And so if you have too much detail in a small, tiny space, it might look fine when you first get it. But 6 months down the road, when the ink starts spreading out, a year later, 2 years later, you're going to lose all that detail. It's just going to look like a blob. I like to use my body as an example. Like, this lettering here was super thin when I first got it done. But over time, the ink kind of spreads out. And luckily, the font that was chosen for this writing is still legible over time. There was enough space between each letter and that you can still read it, right? But if I went smaller with like a different font, like, it might be completely unreadable at this point. And people think of that. But again, it's up to the artist to educate and tell you, hey, this is probably not a good idea, and we're going to adjust this slightly so that it lasts longer, right? But like I was saying, the skin texture is different all around your body. So what may be a decent tattoo on your arm will not really hold up as well on your neck or on your face, right? Like, it's just different. Oh, this tattoo talk is convincing me I need another. Yes, get more tattoos. More. As a tattoo artist, do you tattoo everything customers ask for, or are there designs you refuse to do? Yeah, no, I don't. I reserve the right to not do for sure. But so I've said this before. I rarely say no to a tattoo, only because like I'll usually suggest other things in place of saying no. The only tattoos that I would really refuse are couples' names. Hey, what's up, Meldy? But yeah, I only refuse couples' names only because there is a lot of bad juju when it comes to getting a significant other's name on your body. I've seen it every single time. Every single time I've ever done it or seen somebody else do it, the couple always breaks up. And I think maybe part of the bad juju, right? Like maybe there's no actual like bad energy there, but it's maybe the alternate explanation is that most of the time when you're at the point in your relationship where you're getting somebody else's name tattooed permanently on you, it's usually out of desperation, right? Where you're like trying to prove that that person means so much to you that you got to get their name branded on your body, right? Usually, not all the time, but usually that seems to be the case. Or you're just like making this last ditch effort to like prove to your partner or something, right? And obviously that's not a good reason to do that. It's just not. You guys are already at the point it's just done with. It's over. Yeah, you know. Like if it's that bad that you need to do that, like you're just not even compatible at that point. Like it's just over. It's just over with. So maybe that's the kind of real world explanation for that. But yeah, it's just generally I've always seen it that whenever a couple does that, they always break up. So I don't want to be the reason that a couple breaks up. So no, sorry. I will gladly tattoo your significant other's, favorite flower or something related to a show that you guys like or music that you guys are have in common or some sort of image that's not their name. I've made exceptions for maybe like an abbreviation, like their initials, but because usually with an initial you can kind of give it a double meaning. But man, I usually I try to talk them out of it, just because it's just not worth it, bro. It's just trust, it's not worth it. And you could just get a flower or something, and it's way prettier. It's a nicer tattoo. But yeah, usually or rarely I would say no to a tattoo. I just, again, if I already see it kind of going down a not good route, I will just suggest something better, or like a different placement, or sort of kind of modification of the design. Kind of get to the root of what they actually want. It's a lot. It's a lot. But yeah, you could tell how passionate I am about tattooing. The unfortunate finger mustache is the first thing that pops in your head when I think of finger hand tattoo trends. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, again, it's a quirky little fun thing to be like, hee hee ha ha mustache, but hee hee ha ha waste of $60. Sure. Hey, but yeah, support your local tattoo artist, get them to do the little finger mustache, Go ahead, do it. I would not say no to a finger mustache tattoo. Would you tattoo a goat on a throat? No. Actually, maybe if the design was cool enough. Perhaps. I'm still laughing at your reaction to my Steven Universe idea because I can imagine it, and I can imagine somebody actually doing that. It's just like, why do you have to make things so complicated? Just get a normal tattoo. Don't overcomplicate it, man. Just get a normal, nice, cool looking tattoo on a regular part of your body. Yeah, that's another thing I could go on a rant for, is like when I was getting my first tattoos, like I was trying to think about everything as far as like placement and like how would it look in this spot or that spot, and like really putting a lot of thought into it. And as a tattoo artist now, I find that like a lot of people don't really even imagine. They just have like an idea of a tattoo that they want, but it's like they haven't taken like a minute, even just a minute to like imagine it on their body and where it would go. They're just like, oh yeah, I just want this tattoo. And it's like, okay, well, where? And they're like, oh, well, I don't really know. What do you mean you don't know? It's permanent. How are you not thinking of like every little like detail about it? It's permanent. What do you mean? I'm just, my mind is blown, Or, I'll have somebody that's like, oh yeah, I want a tattoo like right here on my wrist, or like in some other like really weird spot. And I'm just like, but why? Why? And so like maybe a lot of people don't really know, but like whenever I tattoo, I usually leave like 2 finger lengths on your wrist. And I don't tattoo underneath this spot here. And that's usually because I've seen so many tattoos in this area here. Again, just within like 1 or 2 finger lengths. And every tattoo that I've seen there looks like shit. And I mean, think about it. Like your wrist bends at that spot there. It wrinkles, right? So it doesn't really heal properly. And then just the way that the ink will kind of spread in that spot every tattoo I've seen in that spot looks like shit. Now, if you're just shading in that spot, right? Like the main design is here, and then there's just like a little bit of shading that goes up into that. Fine, right? But like, I've seen so many people get like names and like weird, crazy, swoopy letters, and it always looks like shit. And I'm like, why? Why? Don't do that. It's funny. The I love that word, lackadaisical attitude people have with placement baffles me. Yeah. The passion is nice to see. You can tell you know a lot. I can imagine it gives you comfort to the people that you tattoo, knowing they care so much. Yeah, I hope so. You know, I try to say, you know, even to my clients, like, yeah, you know, we're almost done, but I'm gonna be picky about this little thing for a little bit, and then, you know, like I would rather have an artist that is picky about their work, and that will take an extra minute or two to really, you know, get a thing correct, than someone who's just gonna just get in and get out, you know. Like, put a little bit of care into it. That's what you're paying me for. It took me 2 years to get my first tattoo, and the person I went to did not seem to care, so I spent the whole time nervous about it. Yeah, dude, that's the worst. That's the fucking worst experience ever. That's so bad. That's so bad. Like, you should be in the chair excited that your artist is excited about, you know, this work that they get to do, you know, like, ugh. And sure, like, not every tattoo is worth being excited about. Some tattoos are very simple and very whatever, but like, still, there's like a level of care there that ideally should be there. Have you ever tattooed yourself? I used to have a coworker, and she was not a tattoo artist, but she bought some cheap tattoo kit on Amazon. Oh my god. What doodle. Imagine doodling a tattoo on yourself. Dude. You're all terrible and would get infected. Yeah. Because people are fucking idiots. Don't buy tattoo machines off of fucking Amazon and experiment and again, because that's how you get infections. That's how you fuck yourself up, you know. I'm gonna not go on a rant about that. Hi, Sinister. Still cool to see you doing ASMR after all these years. Hey, what's up, bro? What up, bro? What up, bro? What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? I'm literally just yapping about tattoo stuff right now. Thanks for years of relaxation and comfort. Thanks for still being here. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome back. Yeah, I'm literally just yapping about tattoo stuff. Have a great night. I'm going to bed. Great live stream. Hey, good night, Brandon. Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night, good night. Yes, I will see you on the next live stream for sure. Yeah, like I said, I'm glad that I came on tonight because I wasn't sure if I was going to. Because I can't even describe how garbage I felt the past couple of days. Just, I don't know what it was. Literally just like a flu or something. But like literally every single muscle was just like throbbing. My neck was like super tight. I mean, it's still kind of tight now, but like I don't have a headache like I had earlier. Like, it wasn't even like a regular headache. It was like from stress, from like tension, like my muscles just being tight. It's fucking terrible. But yeah, I have tattooed myself. And I mean, that's just something like I think most tattooers will do at some point. And it's kind of cool that I can give myself like tattoos, but it's annoying because you're kind of limited in where you can tattoo yourself. And like if I tattoo my leg, I have to tattoo upside down, right? So, or like I'm looking at the design and tattooing it upside down, which is really annoying. And then, you know, halfway through the tattoo, I'm like, wait a minute, why am I hurting myself? This sucks. 2 hours into tattooing yourself, and then it's like, well, I mean, I can't stop. I have to keep going. It just sucks. It's terrible. Is there a tattoo you would never get again if you had the chance to start over? No, I think most of my tattoos, if not all of them, I thought about. Except for maybe some of my legs that I kind of just got at random, just because I saw the design, and I was like, oh yeah, I want to get that. Yeah, no, and again, they're all kind of like placed in a way that allows room to kind of tattoo around them, So yeah, most of my stuff is really thought out as far as placement. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think I would redo any of them. That's a good question though. Yeah, no, I actually really like the way that they're all kind of set up. Yeah, I've always gotten like nice compliments on them. My coworker would literally doodle SpongeBob and stick figures on herself, thighs, and then tattoo them with that Amazon tattoo kit. Oh my god. Tension headaches are no fun. Yeah, no, it was fucking terrible. I'm so glad it's gone now. I thought my AC broke and was making a weird noise, but no, it was some dang pigeons going walk. Hello, Chaos? Are you okay? You just got pigeons just like hanging out? Are they sitting on the AC? Pigeons are weird, bro. Pigeons are a weird bird. They just coo. Or I guess in your case, your pigeons go walk, walk. Walk, 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 walk. Hey, what's up, Miracle? Hi. Welcome. Hopefully you're doing okay. All right, let's end this lovely live stream with some kissing sounds. Some lovely little smooches for you. And then we'll call it a night. Let me clean my fucking glasses so I can see. Classic glasses user. Always having to clean them every 2 seconds because somehow I get fingerprints all over them even though I didn't even fucking touch them. They just manifest. Pigeons aren't a normal thing to see here. They're on your AC and they're fat as heck. Quit feeding them then. But yes, I'm gonna do a little round of some smooches for you. Thank you for hanging out and being here with me. I appreciate it, each and every one of you. So excited I can't even talk. Excited to give you some lovely smooches. Make sure to like the video if you haven't done so already. It helps YouTube remember that I exist. If you're watching on Twitch, check if you have a Prime sub. I'd love to have it. In exchange for some lovely kisses to your ears. Thank you so much for existing and allowing me to yap and yap and yap and yap and yap about anything and everything. guys are as excited as I am to be back to making some lovely relaxation. Good energy. Keep an eye out for some new videos coming out this week. Like I said, I'm thankful that I don't feel like shit anymore, so hopefully I can get some recording done. Get some fun stuff for you guys this weekend. And yeah, I will see you guys again in the next live stream very, very soon. If you're interested, I think I have a Discord you can check out. You can check out my Patreon and get some updates there. Otherwise, I hope you have an incredible week. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. I guess if you're watching this after the fact, hi, thanks for watching. Whatever day it is for you, I hope it's a good one. Yeah, we've returned to help heal the world because the world is just fucking... There's just no words, man. There's just no fucking words. So, we gotta help mend everything. Either way, I love you. I hope you take care. And as always,